We set out on a journey to discover the true story that has resulted in all of us ending up here today celebrating the marriage of John and Cheri. You are about to witness what we uncovered.
Do you guys know the story of how Aunt Cheri and John met?
No.
No.
I think when they were like little kids,
I think she went on like a field trip and saw him from school and saw him at his cousin's place, wherever he went.
What do you think the first thing was that John said to?
I don't know.
What do you think? Just guess.
Can we be friends?
Yeah, probably what Josh said.
What do you think Aunt Cheri said?
Sure.
Is that what you think?
Okay, let's be friends.
Well, I think John and Aunt Cheri were at some place and they met each other at like a restaurant or something while they were eating. They saw each other and they walked up to each other and said, "Hi, what's your name?" And they became friends. And they started dating. And now they're getting married.
So Riley, do you know the story about how your mom and John met?
Apparently, John had another girlfriend, but he saw they weren't going to get married, so why was the point getting married?
I love you, Riley.
Why was the point dating her? So he loved another girl, that's my mom, so he started dating her.
Although the early interviews seemed sketchy at best, in the end we got to the bottom of the story. However, we soon learned that not even our best informant had all the answers.
Okay. Do you know what they did on their dates?
They haven't told me that yet, so apparently I don't know.
I don't know.
Apparently, we hit a dead end. So, how about simply using your imagination?
Hey, John surprised Aunt Cheri and said they were going on a date. And he picked her up at her house and brought her to somewhere she didn't know. It was a hockey game. It was freezing cold.
So, and Aunt Cheri said it was cold. I'm cold, and John said, "Here, I'll wrap you up in a blanket."
When they took them to the football game, and then he got very cold, and then he saw a wolf, and then the footballers and they said "oink," and then they got tackled, and then they saw basketball, and then they shoot it up, and then they win. Then
At first glance, this may sound like fiction, but we do know the story is full of facts. First, as anyone knows, Cheri is always cold. Second, rumor has it that their first date did drag on forever, so maybe they did take in 3 separate sporting events. Finally, we do believe John is the type of man that would always have a blanket at the ready. As for the wolf, well, that account could not be verified. We decided it was time to get a bit more personal, so the question became, just how did Riley and John meet?
Who's this? And then he started showing Riley around the house, and then probably showed him his room and started playing with him.
Yeah, and he's just like, I think he was just like, wow.
Interestingly, Riley's account was just a bit different.
when we first saw each other, I was 3 and they just climbed on his lap.
And said what?
Nothing.
What'd he say?
Hi, Riley. Nice to meet you.
And what do you think? What do you think you said to him?
Wah.
Why'd you cry?
Because he was a stranger. So I started trying to say, stranger danger, stranger danger.
And what'd your mom say?
Oh my lord.
What did John say?
What? I just said hi.
We are happy to report that it seemed the stranger danger stage of the relationship didn't last very long. Riley made it quite clear that he and John's relationship is on solid ground, and it wasn't long until he was sharing stories painting John as a real hero.
One time I was going past her lake, I fell overboard, and there's seaweed in my pants.
And what did your mom say?
Oh my lord!
What did John say?
I can't remember.
What did John do?
Jump on and save me.
And then what'd your mom say when John saved you?
Oh my lord! John! Oh.
And what did John say to you when you were in the water and he saved you?
Don't swallow the water.
Well, one time when we went there, when we were there, John, I said, don't take off my training wheels, but John did it anyway. And he said, well, you'll be okay. I'll hold you up. So he did, and while I was riding, he held me up. Then he let go, and I was riding. Just like a little turn, I slipped in and fell. I got up and went back, and Aunt Sherry said, good job, Josh.
This was the same day right before we went on that, so that was the first bike ride he went on without his training wheels.
Yeah. So, it was a great time.
We had a fun time.
Riley, what does your mom love about John?
He is funny.
What do you think about John?
Me? He's cute and funny.
Cute, funny, and apparently likes to walk around in waders. But anyway, the common response seemed to be funny. So, Brianne and Caden wanted to share a few jokes so that he had them in his repertoire for the future.
What goes ha ha flop? Someone laughing their head off. Why did the football coach go to the bank? To get his quarter back.
It seemed we truly were uncovering the real story behind this couple. The only question now seemed to be, how exactly did they get engaged, and what is in store for them in the future?
Riley brought Aunt Sherry into the living room where John was, and then
John takes out a ring and goes, will you marry me? And Aunt Sherry would be like,
are you asking me for real?
yes, 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 jumping up and down and screaming, yes, 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 I would love to, yes.
Then she started crying. Wah, wah.
And then Riley said, the wedding's coming up, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, walk me through how you think the wedding's going to go.
Well, it's going to be where, I don't know where it is, but wherever we've been cleaning out for a while.
Well, they're going to go out by a tree.
And what's that Sherry going to do first?
Walk down the aisle
Walk down the aisle?
with John.
And what do you think John's going to say when he sees her walk down the aisle?
Wow.
They're going to have someone to get them married and give each other the rings. And they're...
John, would you like to marry her?
She will say, I do. He may kiss the bride.
And then what do you think your mom will do after they kiss?
Walk down the aisle,
Doing what?
kissing, hugging, holding holding hands and all that stuff.
What do you think you'll do?
Cry and fall on the ground.
What do you think Grandma June will do?
Start crying. I'll start crying and go on the ground like a crybaby.
What do you think Grandma June's gonna do?
Cry.
And Grandma June will say,
I'm bawling. I'm crying. I can't say anything.
and what will Grandpa June say?
The same as Grandma.
He probably won't say much. He'll probably just sing some songs.
Like how will he sing?
I don't know.
Like what kind of song?
Then they're gonna go to another part that we cleared out. Have a reception.
Yeah. What do you think they'll do at the reception?
Eat, dance, play songs.
Everyone's gonna hit their glasses or hit their tables with some kind of thing, and they're gonna kiss again.
And what? How do they kiss?
I don't know. On the
Lips to lips.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what will they do after they kiss lip to lips?
Oh, they're probably gonna like shove cake and stuff on one of the other's face. They're gonna do that.
And what do you think Riley will say?
Yeah! This is awesome! Or he'll just probably be playing with Joshua.
Alright.
Or you just probably take another pie and shove it in John's places and share it other.
And say what?
Eat that!
Eat that! For shoving it in my mom's face.
Congratulations. I love you get married. And congratulations to Aunt Cherry and John.
Thanks for being my Uncle John. And it's gonna be a fun time coming over to your house now, and it's just gonna be fun whenever we come over.
Anything else?
Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations. That's it.
They have fun.
I want to. Have a good time together. Have a good life together.
Nothing else? Anything specifically to Aunt Sherry?
You're a great aunt.
Or Uncle John?
We love you. You're an awesome uncle. Thank you, Mom, for waiting so patiently. I'm glad you're finally getting married.
Thank you for being an awesome aunt and uncle. Congratulations on getting married. Have a long, happy life. Live happily ever after. The end.